Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright, hope everyone's doing well. Last run, we got a nice Azazel win, you know, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's Azazel after all, how hard of a character can he really be? But, you know, we ball, as they say. And today we're gonna do you know what, I'm gonna hit myself now before anything future even happens. Just because this is an XL floor, so I gotta watch for my, oh god, retrovision. I gotta watch my HP. Anyways, hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone is, chilling. Enjoying their morning, per usual, one might say. I myself am doing alright. We had a pretty good run last time. Only real downside I might say to the run is, we could have done Satan, we could have done Sheol. I know I did say, oh, I should commit to doing more Sheol, stuff like that. However, I ended up just not doing it in favor of, because it's not often you get a run that gets to just kind of like slap Delirium around the way that last one did. So I decided to make the most of it. I'm gonna freaking go hamsies and I'm gonna blow Delirium's head off smooth, you feel me? Honestly, I know it's messed up, and it's nothing towards my friend, but ever since my friend pointed out how I say blow head off smooth like a lot, like all the time in my videos, like at the most minor inconvenience, I'm like, oh, I gotta blow my shit off smooth. I don't know why. I know for a fact, I noticed that I've started saying it less. But if bro's out there, I just want him to genuinely know it's not your fault. I don't know what it is. It's just me. It's just me, bro. Trust me. I'm not stopping saying it like, oh my god, my friend found my cool verbiage. Now I gotta blow my shit off smooth. You feel me? Oh my god, you know, speaking of blow my shit off smooth and stuff like that. Have you guys seen, well, I don't know, maybe if you have or you haven't. I hope you guys have, because then it'll make this explanation real easier. But I hope you guys have seen, at least maybe in like a TikTok comment section or on Instagram, a post or whatever, but people using, not really slang, but people typing, and what they type is kind of just like not at all lined up with like what they're saying. It might be like, what do you mean by that? It's more kind of along the lines of like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's the acronym. The acronym is TS. Like, what the hell is TS as an acronym? What does that mean? It means this shit. Did I grab the item that was over here? I realized there was an item room, but I'm not sure if I grabbed the item from it, or at least touched it, maybe. Yeah, let's touch it, just, you know, just to get it out of the pool. You know, you never know. You feel me? But anyways, ooh, Blacktooth. Oh god, I can't grab Blacktooth. God damn it. Anyways, it's the acronym TS, and in this, you know, here, TS is used for the term this shit. Now, I don't know what it is. I have seen this everywhere on my TikTok, but people are just using the word like kind of completely wrong, and it's low-key pissing me the hell off. I'd be thinking like, what are you talking about, man? Using the word wrong, TS this shit. What is wrong with the usage of it? And it's because of the fact that for some reason, I don't know what it is, alright? But usually when it comes to like any kind of verbiage, slang like that, a lot of people like to hear the word, not know what it means, and just start saying it just for the term of like, just for the sake of saying it, you know? Not to get a little brain rot. I feel like now it's been used as a brain rot term, but like, if you've ever seen words like, oh my god. The one that comes to mind is like, you guys might have heard it, gyat, you know? Lest I say more and be accused of spitting even more brain rot, but it's kind of just like, you know, it's a term that people on TikTok all the time would just say, and it was they were just using it completely wrong, and especially when it comes to shit like TS and PMO, ONG. If you guys know what that is, just like you know, TS is this shit. But a lot of people, I don't know why, they don't even know what the word means. They're just using it as like this, so they'll be like, I'm talking about this, you know, like this pisses me off, and they'll say TS pisses me off, and it's like, or like, you know, oh my god, I know one. I used to say this shit. I still do, low-key. I low-key still do say this shit, unironically, because I know what it means, but I just think it's a funny way to say it. But I used to say shit like SMH my head. If you know the acronym SMH, that's shaking my head. So I used to say shit like shaking my head, and the reason I say it is just because it's funny to say, you know? SMH my head, oh, that's not what it really means. Oh, he's being dumb, you know? He's being a dummy, a stupid. But people used to like say shit like that unironically. Like they'd say TS shit, you know? Like TS shit pisses me off, and it's like, brother, this shit pisses me off. You don't know what you're saying. Why are you even speaking, you know? Why are you using terms you have no idea what they mean? For what purpose? Who are you trying to impress here? And the reason I'm like adamantly against it is because it's dumb, because you're using it wrong, you know? I'm not against people using any kind of slang like that. If you catch on, you use it, you know, whatever. That's how like slang, you know, colloquialism, shit like that, that's how that shit spreads, is that people use it, other people like catch on, they understand what it means, they use it themselves, and then, you know, it's like a virus, I guess, kind of. You know, I think calling it a virus seems a little mean, but you know, it's kind of like a virus where like it spreads to one person, this person says it spreads to the other person, so on and so forth, and it just keeps going, you know? You say shit like TS, you know, and I've just been seeing all these brain rot posts on my Instagram. I low-key feel bad for my friend because, well, I don't know if I should. You know what? I think I can say this, but I'll double check with them. If anything, I will, here, you know what? I know the perfect method. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna pause the game so I can cut gameplay, or I can just like cut it. No downside, and talk about it real quick. And if I ask permission from my friend and he's like, oh no, like I prefer you'd rather not use my story, then I'm gonna be like, you know what, that's fine, that's perfectly fine. So let's grab the stars card. All right, so my friend's feed, he had mentioned that his feed on like Instagram and TikTok and shit like that has just starting to get like completely, not brain rotted, but just like infected with like all these political posts, especially with the whole like, you know, just with, you know, the current political climate going on. And especially one thing he mentioned is that how he tried to stay off of TikTok after the whole, which I agree with him on this. I'm staying on TikTok just because I'm a brain rotted individual. I like to consume media, you know, whatever, sue me. But I do have some problems with with the whole TikTok ordeal, how it did get banned. And how, you know, it did get banned, and then it came back shortly after Trump was like, you know what, we do want to keep TikTok, let's keep it. So like he was working with the creators, or I forgot what the actual company's called, but he was working with them to try and keep TikTok not banned in the United States. And just the words, you know, the verbiage, I guess you could say, that was used in like the announcement was definitely like this, like propaganda, you know? It's like, this is definitely propaganda to try and get me to like this guy, even though it's just not gonna happen. And it was like, oh, thanks to President Trump for saving our company, for saving this app, and being allowed to spread it to you millions of Americans. And it's kind of like it's not him that did it, brother. Like, he tried to ban you guys to begin with. I don't think you should be thanking him for saving it, you know? You don't say Trump saved TikTok if he was the one that was about to pull the trigger on it, you know? He started this whole deal just because I'm gonna say this, but it doesn't in any way mean as any form of like kindness or whatever, but like he showed TikTok mercy. You feel me? That's kind of how it went. He held the gun to TikTok's head. TikTok was like, no, please don't ban us. And then he changed his mind. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna shoot you guys. And they're like, oh my God, you saved me. No, you didn't. He did not save you, bro. He just didn't pull the trigger. And I'm not getting on no crazy political shit either, because that's just how it is, you know? That's just how the fuck it was. You can't just pull a gun to someone's head. They beg for their life, and when you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna shoot you. I saved your life today. Like, motherfucker, you were about to kill me, you know? Anyways, regardless of that. Friends off TikTok because of that whole ordeal. Just all the stuff going on with like the political climate. You be seeing a whole bunch of just like really bad posts online. It sucks. But anyways, to get off of that topic there, we'll see if it gets cut or not. Hopefully it won't, because I think it makes for a good message to at least just be out there. But you know, I respect his privacy first and foremost, out of just getting a message out. Anyways, one thing about that I've been seeing is I've just been seeing these posts. Like, it's just blatant misinformation, and these posts piss me off. These posts I genuinely enjoy. I think they're funny as hell. Where it's like, oh, if you want to use these words, this is what they mean. TS means these. PMO, if you don't know what PMO means, you can probably guess if you maybe put a little noggin use, but for the uninitiated, PMO, piss me off, you know? Stuff like that. Like, oh, this PMO pissed me off, you know? Shit like that. So, I'd be seeing posts with blatant misinfo on what it means, but in my opinion it's funny just because like that's how the post is obviously meant to be read. And it's shit like oh, TS equals these, PMO equals peel my orange, you know, ONG, on God, means like fucking one nation guardian or something like that. And not really what it meant, but you know, it's shit like that, you know. And it kind of makes me not feel out of touch, because actually, contrary to what I used to think of myself, I used to think, in high school at least, that I was not at all like a kind of popular kid deal. I thought I was out of touch in my own world kind of situation, you know. I used to just do whatever, you know, I only really talked to like my own friends. I didn't talk to many people. I didn't interact with many people. So some might say I wasn't like caught up on like the terms. I wasn't caught up on like the terms and like what all the, you know, what the cool kids say and stuff like that, because I never talked to anybody like that. But I think I kind of underestimated myself to a degree. Slightly off topic, but I don't know if this has happened to you guys or anything of the sorts, but I remember looking back at high school kind of thinking I never talked to anyone. Like, no one knew me. I was just some, like, in my mind I thought I was the background character in like, you know, some random other person's fucking life or whatever. And then I remember in like, I don't know what it was, it might have been like senior or junior year, I just remember like not meeting a whole bunch of people, but a whole bunch of people like talking to me, you know, like to speak with me, and they would call me by name. And it's kind of that situation where it's like, you know me, you know, like I have never spoken to this person in my life. I remember it was some girl sitting next to me in class. We had to like talk with each other about you know, whatever the lesson plan was going on. And I remember she turned to me and talked to me, and she was like, so what do you think, Anthony? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't say it out loud, but in my mind I was like, how do you know me, bro? Like, how do you know my name? And like the way she was talking to me, maybe she's just a friendly person, but the way she was talking to me kind of made it seem like I'd known this person forever. You feel me? And in my mind, I was kind of just like, how do you know me? And especially when it came to other people, and like, I remember there was these two twins in my pottery class. They would like speak to me every day, you know? just like, you know, just like I don't even know. They were just some chill ass dudes. They were just like, yo, what's up, you know, Tony? But not Tony, like, oh, yo, Anthony, you know, stuff like that. And I'd be like, yo, what's up, guys? You know, and it's like, I've never like had conversations. I never spoken to y'all. I barely got like, not picked on in classes, like people made fun of me, but like I really got picked on like by the teacher, you know? Where like they called out my name. I kind of just like stayed in the back, just chilled out. Tried to go as under the radar as possible. And I don't know what it was, but the fact that some people still knew me, like knew who the fuck I was just like, what? There's something wrong here. There's something obviously wrong in the Matrix. And especially, I definitely gotta ask for permission for this one here. So, once again, I'm gonna pause real quick. But I had a friend in high school. His name was Josh. And me and him, we like kind of like the same things. We used to like just, you know, shoot the shit about like random BS or whatever, send stupid memes. But he was the kind of person I would expect everyone to know, you know? Or like he literally, I would actively see him talk to, have conversations with a whole bunch of different people over campus and stuff like that. You know, I really only ever kept to myself and then like my 3 other friends. I spoke to my friend Val and my friend Paul. And then my friend, you know, sometimes I speak to Josh depending on if we had the same schedule or like, you know, if our classes aligned. But pretty much I would only ever speak to like those 2-3 individuals. But him, I would see him speak to literally like everyone around campus. Like all the time. Bro would always be talking to this new person or this new person or this new person. So in my mind, that was what was like the popular kid, you know, the Brody who talked to literally every soul on campus. And in my mind, that was not me. You feel me? That was not me because I never did. I never spoke to a soul for more than 5 seconds that wasn't an immediate friend of mine. Because 1, I was just a socially awkward teen. 2, I like, you know, that's just how I rolled, I guess one might say. You feel me? Oh, you know, oh wow, Tony, you're so cool. But that is true, that's just how I rolled. I didn't like talking to people because I always thought they would think I was some kind of weirdo or something. So I thought, okay, best way to not ever get made fun of or picked on by anyone, just don't ever interact with anyone. Keep to yourself. Except for like maybe 1 or 2 peeps, and then you'll be fine. You'll be cool beans, as they say. Oh my god, especially this one, I know what the fuck he's gonna say. He already gonna say like, yeah, fuck it, he don't give a fuck. My friend Paul, he was another person who was like, who I would consider to be like the popular guy. He talked to everybody. Everybody knew him. He knew what was up with everyone. And yet people like, you know, he's the kind of person I would expect everyone in school to know about. Not a guy like me, you know? I was surprised if you knew my damn name. That's the kind of like shit we're talking about. And it's just like, I don't know, man. You know, it kind of made me worried, I guess. A little insecurity of mine, one might even say, is just I'm worried when it comes to something like that. Like people knowing me. Because if you know me, then you probably, if you know me by name, then like you have heard of me. You feel me? That's my thought process, is if you know me by name, you have heard of me. So now my immediate insecurity is, what have you heard? Like, I be getting scared about shit like that because I don't want people to think I'm like a weirdo. You know, you feel me? If that's one thing I'll say, look, I know, but like last mention, I mentioned like, oh, be yourself, you know, don't give a damn about what other people say. But for me, you know, this is like a do as I say, not as I do. I worry about what people think of me because I don't want people to think I'm a weird person. I just want to get by in life with people thinking I'm a regular guy. I'm just a chill dude who just, you know, kind of exists. That's how it is at work too. I don't want to get by in the eyes of my coworkers' minds as like, oh, this is like a weirdo or an asshole. I just want people to think like, oh yeah, that's Tony. I know him, you know. I work with him. He's a cool guy. That's it. I just want to be known as like a
health up.
Not a nobody, but like, you know. I don't even know what the word I'm thinking of is. I don't even know what the word I'm thinking of here is. I just want to make sure people don't get the wrong impression of me, I guess is what I'm saying, you know? I don't want people to think I'm a mean person or like a cold-hearted son of a bitch or something like that. Because I think if you're perceived that way, I feel like a lot of bad things can maybe happen, you know what I mean? People think the worst of you, and it's like, brother, I've never even interacted with you. How could you think the worst of me, you know? Stuff like that. That's why, at least to that end, I was worried about how people perceive me, especially in something like school like that. Because in my mind, I'm like, how do you know me, bro, you know? That was easily my biggest worry. Every single time was just like a, how do you know me? How have you heard of me? How did you hear from us? How did you hear about us? Like on some job application shit, you feel me? Like, how did you hear about me? Was it bad? Was it good? Please tell me. Because I fear. You know, like I said, it might not necessarily be like that might not be the best way to go about living life, you know, is just being in a state of fear that people perceive you as not who you really are, not how you actually are. You know, you can't change how people think about you because, I mean, that's their thoughts, you know? You can influence how people think about you, but you're not going to definitively, like, change in their minds how they think about you, you know? Like, you can't just go up to them with, like... You can't just go up to them and be like, think of me as this and only this, because it's just not going to happen. Then they're going to think of you as, like, a weirdo. Because you had to go out of your way to tell them, hey, I want you to think of me like this. You know? It's a catch-22 to a degree, I think? I'm not even sure if I'm using that term right, but you know, it's like I cannot implant in someone's mind how they think of me without them also thinking of me like a different way because of the fact that I did that. So that's why, I mean, first off, that's why people don't go around being like, hey, think of me like this, or you know, I don't tell people I'm a nice guy. If you ask me to describe myself, I'm gonna be honest, I be clamming up, I be getting nervous. I'm like, I don't know. Ask a friend of mine. Ask a friend of mine to explain to you how I am, and that's how you get the answer. You want to know how I am as a person? Ask someone else and they'll tell you. Because I don't really know how to describe myself in that way, I guess. You feel me? Is that crazy? Is that too crazy? Or is that like, no, we understand you. You feel me? I haven't done boss rush. We might be able to work something out here. Lusty Blood is really good. This is also really good though. Let's go Lusty Blood, fuck it. The damage up is gonna be crazy strong. But yeah, you know, it's just that's just what I'm thinking. That's just the shit I be thinking about, you know. Call me crazy, whatever. But it's just like, how do people know me? You feel me, bro? I be getting nervous when it comes to something like that. Because I get the wrong impression. And especially, like I said, in that scenario, when like, this girl who I had to sit next to, she was like speaking to me as if, you know, as if like, I mean, we did go to the same school together, that truth be told, you know. But, you know, it's kind of like that thing in school where you think you notice people, but other people don't notice you. Or, I don't know, maybe you guys didn't think that. Maybe it's just another weird Tonyism, you know? Is that I didn't think people noticed me, but maybe there were certain incidents or something, you know? Maybe I did some stupid shit that people were like, oh, I know this guy, you know? I know this guy, he did this, he did blank. And I'm like, oh god, they're perceiving me again. Oh no. Oh, my brain melts. You know, stuff like that. That was the world's worst shoot to whoop, I think. I think I have means to like end the run now. That's proper grounds to never play again. But you know, I was just worried. Reasonably worried? Definitely not. That's like a irrational fear / insecurity of mine. And trust me, it still happens today. You know, And if I like join a Discord call and my friends are like, "Oh, Tony, we were just talking about you," I'll be getting mad nervous, bro. I'm like, what were you saying? I don't know what it is, man. It's just an insecurity I have. You feel me? And I know in my mind, in my brain of brains, I definitely know there's nothing I can do to change it. You know, I can't make people perceive me a different way. But still, it's something I'd be getting nervous about. But, you know, enough about me and my deepest and darkest fears. No, it's not a deep, dark fear of mine. It's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a reasonable insecurity, I guess, to a degree. I feel like I'm not anyone special for having this sort of these thoughts in my brain of like how do people see me? I hope not bad. And especially that how do you know me one. In my opinion, I think I'm most valid for that one. People might call me crazy, but I think that how do you know me one is my most valid one. Like genuinely, dog, how do you know me? Oh, what, Tony? People can't know you? It's like, no. Not if I haven't told you my name, how do you know mine, you know? If I haven't told you my name, why are you allowed to know? Check please, question mark? I think so. What's up with the it's like shooting too crooked. You see that? Whatever. We don't complain, we just kind of keep going. But you saw that, right? It's like shooting two of the mom's knife shots crooked in a weird way. We don't complain. We see mom's knife, we get happy. Like I like audibly gasped. Hopefully the mic picked it up. Or I don't know. I made a sound, that's all I remember. Guys, I feel my eye about to pop. There's some body horror for y'all. I never understood that. Not the obsession with it, but like, you know. That shit freaks me the fuck out, bro. And it's, oh my god, I remember. It freaks me out, but it's also like, what? This is weird as fuck. Because I remember, you guys might remember this game a while back. Scorn came out, like, I want to say, like, 2-3 years ago at this point. I remember I did a live stream. I played Scorn on stream. Because, I mean, I heard it was like a crazy, wacky game. I remember playing it, giving it a shot. I just remember thinking by the time I was done, I was like, man, this game is just weird as hell, bro. And especially near the end scene, like, there's just straight up a machine that put like the main character, whoever you're playing as. I think it's weird. I think you're playing as like 2 characters in the game. Like, this is the weird shit I'm talking about. Where like this game is weird as hell. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this game half the time. But you're playing as like this dude. I don't even know what to call him. This creature, this fella. And then near the end of the game, you get into a machine that like just straight up chops your dingling off. You think I'm playing, but that's literally what it does. It's a machine that chops off bro's wiener. It doesn't chop it off, but like there's a little tube that comes out, it extends, whoop, and you stick your, for lack of a better term, you stick your ding dong in there, and you're kind of just like, what the fuck am I watching, man? What did I just get strapped into, brother? And you like in real time in the fucking, god damn it, I did not want to do that. You in real time in the game get to watch your, yo, what's up with this? What's up with Spoonbender making his grand return? It's grand return after what, 5 long years? Let's just donate. Oh man, I'm 1 cent off. Anyways, regardless. But yeah, it's just crazy. The body horror shit, I don't know, man. It's just, it might not be for me, brother. That body horror stuff might not be for me. But I just remember watching that, playing the game, and just kind of being like, what am I fucking playing here, man? Like, obviously that's why it's called body horror, where it's like, oh, it's creepy, it's weird, but like, this is kind of different, you know? Like, cause I say Dead Space is body horror, you know? You see the shit that goes on with the necromorphs? Those are some freaky looking motherfuckers. I think that's good body horror. Not to say that Scorn is bad, but I just, you know, like, it was just weird to me, bro. I think Scorn, I cannot match Scorn's freak. I think that's what it is. It's just, I cannot match Scorn's freak, bro. And, you know, forgive me for that. You know, forgive me for not being the freakazoid that they wanted me to be or something. Tony just starts saying words, and I think he should stop sometimes, you know? I think maybe he should learn to take his own advice that he gave a few episodes back, and that was just, sometimes it's best to shut up. A Thame has appeared in the basement. That's really good. Let's go down. I don't think this run is good enough to fight Delirium. So we should keep getting our Sheol unlocks, you know? Yo, this shit should be illegal. Wait a minute. Oh, let's... Oh, I'm trying to... Okay, I think if I bomb this properly, we should be able to get this. Sick Nasty. Oh my god, he's so goated at this game. How does he do it? You know what's something funny that I learned, but I was rewatching my I was watching today's episode this morning while I was getting ready for work, and I remember hearing myself speak, and I forgot what I was talking about. But I do remember the fact that when I was speaking on this topic, I like stuttered a shit ton, and in my mind, I'm like, I kind of when I'm doing it now. I almost never do that. I don't know what the issue is. Like, if I speak with my friends or like normal, I have this stutter. Or when I speak with my friends or like, you know, other people, I talk normal. But whenever I do any sort of recording, I used to notice this shit too. It used to happen when I streamed. Anything like that, I start to stutter like a motherfucker, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just nervous, you know? I just be nervous as hell making these. Because I'm just like, what am I saying half the time, you know? In my brain, I'm just like, I'm not even making any sense. What the fuck am I doing here? It don't make dollars if it don't make sense, you feel me? DJ Hero, anyone? I miss that game series. I miss Guitar Hero. But at least Guitar Hero like lives on in Fortnite Festival. DJ Hero is never coming back, bro. And that sucks. You know what? That genuinely sucks. Because I'm a DJ Hero fanatic. It's crazy. You might not find people out there like that, you know? DJ Hero fans instead of like Guitar Hero. Don't get me wrong. I like Guitar Hero. I think Guitar Hero is really good. It's got some great banging, you know, song. Through the Fire and the Flames, banger. My brother used to play this one song all the time. It was like, lay down, you know, my brother used to fucking play that shit all the time. I like Guitar Hero. I just suck. I have horrible hand-eye coordination. Not even like, is that even hand-eye coordination? I just suck at hitting buttons. So I be missing when I play anything that's not medium. Because as soon as you get me to like start hitting 5 buttons, you know, like I gotta hit orange, no-go. That's a no-go, brother. It's not happening. I'm sorry, I'm not hitting that orange. I'm fucking up. But Guitar Hero, I was just really good at it. I don't know why. Maybe I just like the music more. I like the mixes, the remixes. I think they're cool. But I was just really good at that. The Razor has appeared in the basement. I don't know how many wins we are off of, let's see. We have 1 Eve win. We have 1 Keeper win. 1 Isaac win. We need 2 more victories. We need 2 more Satan victories, and I think we unlock the negative. But, you know, we just kind of live on with what we got now. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time reviewing this, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.